toute ma vie, j'ai rêvé de cette saison. Les fleurs et de l'amour, c'est la raison de l'incarnation de mes horizons, renouvelant comme une lunaison. Quatre saisons, la floraison. Et soulagement que nous nous amourachons. La belle unicité de notre dépassement. Et qui aurait pensé que tu serais le mien?
Like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you.
Miss that smile, Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style. So something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in a well. My conscience tells me that I could have helped without fail. Actions speak louder than words, and that's a lesson that I learned all by myself.
Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La, 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 la.
Feel it, baby, stress is all around us. These high ceilings and I need it, baby. Pressure and make diamonds, I won't steal it, baby. Silent, baby, hurts to see you crying. Know you trying, ain't no lying, baby. When I say I need you, greedy if I have to share you. It was me that all along did you wrong, thinking that I made you beautiful and strong. This toxicity, the death of me, I fear the day you gone. The most beautiful girl I've ever known.
I'll find a way to treat you better. I swear there's no one out there like you. You teach me to be better. My talk is cheap, keep asking what I do. I'll fly you to the moon and hope I'll see you soon. I'll find a way to treat you better. No problem, I'll do whatever. Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse. my baby problems, you gon' regret every day. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La, 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 la.
No texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Check 1, 2, here we go. Let's go.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah, lead the way. I follow. No need to say where we are heading now.
Come on in, let's go, let's go.
I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah,
Let's go, let's go.
susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Right, with you part two.
It's not a problem, no, 'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah, and nothing can stop me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies.
Come on in, come
So
on in.
tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Hey. We are back, we are back.
You want to come home with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's tuning in tonight. Shout out to Maria Laurie, 19B. I see you in the house. Where you from? I see my moderators. Shout out to my wifey, Miss Getting the and Keeping the Ring. Okay. Shout out to Sweetness for coming in here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. Like, share, and subscribe. You are here of another edition of the Black Bottom Broadcast, where we bring the real, have a good time doing it. And yeah, that's what we do. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in tonight. Shout out to all the real fathers that celebrated this past Father's Day weekend. Well, I will say something before I go on with the show. 'Cause I know y'all see the title and y'all probably wonder what we're talking about. We got a lot to compact on this tonight's discussion. And like I've always said, I'm not trying to be here too long, man. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I know everybody got stuff to do. And I know sometimes I done went on and on and on with some of my previous lives in the past. And it can, get to some hours. And I try not to do that, but because of the content and the subject matters that I want to talk about, it sometimes drag on longer than what it is. But I promise you tonight, I'm not going to be too long. But if you want to see some of my longer content, just go on my archives, check them out, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in, hit the like button, and subscribe to the Black Bottom Risecast. Like I said, 60% of my viewers do not subscribe. It don't cost you nothing. I'm not asking for nothing. I know you see what's scrolling on the bottom of the screen. If you want to be a blessing, great. If not, I'm not tripping about it. It ain't about that. It's about putting out the message. But I hope everyone had a great Father's Day weekend. All the real fathers that take care of their children, that stay in their children's life, that mold and scope better people and better versions of ourselves. But I gotta put this out here. Some women, not all, but some women in the communities hinder that in particular dynamic for whatever reason. Maybe because, he didn't buy you, that 2-piece from Popeyes, or he got tired of your bullshit. He got tired of always, you looking at him sideways, like what you doing, because you want to listen to what other ladies is out there saying about your guy. I don't know. This is just what it is right now. We're living in borrowed times right now. Do you know how powerful it is for a man, regardless of his race, his ethnicity, regardless of all that? Do you know how valuable it is for that man to really lock in with himself, his family, and his responsibilities? How powerful that can be. And then on a lot of situations, there's some women that don't look at it like that, don't appreciate it like that, don't honor it, and then disrupt it and mess it up for whatever future situations that need to happen. I mean, we've all seen the stories. We've all read the blogs. We've all seen the videos of different scenarios of that. When does it stop? When does it stop? But right now, what this conversation is going on with right now, what we're going to be talking about is what's going on in the Black community. I can't invest in what goes on in Caucasians and Asians and Hispanics and all these other ethnic groups, Polish, whatever. I can't speak for what they do in their community. But what I see more and more, what's being put out more and more, is what we got going on in our community. And I know it's been a whole bunch of other stories that's been going on, the Carmelo Anthony thing, the Cheyenne Bryant thing. It's so many different stories, right? But we're going to get away from that tonight. I'm not going to get on that. I'm not even going to talk about that. We're going to talk about everyday people that's living life out here or trying to live life out here that for whatever reason, they're just in survival mode. And I get it. There's certain situations in our life where we don't really have our shit together. There are certain points in our life that we really don't know how we're going to make it, right? But you got to believe that no matter what you put your mind to, that you can make it happen. Sometimes struggle has to happen in order for you to really gain prosperity. If you always was winning, always was having good days, always was having above average situations in your favor, you're not going to ever appreciate when the time comes when it might not come as bountiful for you. You might not have the good luck that you thought that you had. You might not get what you know you're capable of getting and obtaining, but because you had certain lacks of things, whether it's mentality, financially, or spiritually, or whatever, that you don't get it. And it happens. It's life. We all have our ups and downs. We all have our ebbs and flows. We all have a bad day. But that shouldn't stifle your progression. It shouldn't hinder your growth. It shouldn't put your potential in a dormant state. We cannot allow ourselves as adults, whether you're young or old, to live in this delusion that someone else owes you something. Someone else is supposed to give you something. Someone else is supposed to gift you something. Because people do things how they want from the heart. And if you don't understand that dynamic, then I really don't know what to tell you, but maybe you need to really look yourself in the mirror and figure out, well, if I'm going through this situation and that situation that's not really good for the benefit of my life, then maybe you need to really evaluate how you move as well. Because every action has a reaction. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's doing blessed. It was real. It wasn't ironic. It was just funny because I didn't see no kind of accolades or no kind of high esteem, things for the fathers this past weekend. And I get it because it's been a thing for the longest time. And I talked about it briefly last week. I know I didn't do my last Friday show. Listen, I've been tired. I've been having other shit going on. I got families. I'm going to do better on that. So please forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Because, my show on Friday be later, 10 o'clock Central. Hey, shout out to you, Wesley Carver, 2570. Hey, you are definitely new here. man, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, it's a blessing to get new people. Tell me where you guys are from. You know, let me know where you're at, and let's fellowship. This is all about fellowship and getting with like minds. I don't care about how you live your life or none of that stuff. What your preferences are, any of that thing. I'm not a red pill, I'm not a black pill, I'm not a pink pill, but I am an advocate for the men, but I will hold the men accountable. Okay? I will hold the men accountable. But at the same time, we gotta give an honest assessment for whatever we talk about on this channel. So with that being said, shit was crazy. I listen to a lot of different content creators. I watch a lot of different content creators. You know, I always start off with a body cam before I go on with my show. This is actually kind of going to be a very compact show because the body cam that I'm going to bring out and what comes on after is going to really lay the foundation and the overall of what I'm doing with this show tonight. And we got to understand something in the community. Like I said, I can't speak for other ethnic groups. I can't speak for other cultures that I'm not affiliated or associated with. But what I will say about our culture, we need to get shit together. And there's so many different nuances that's going on with how our people move, what our people do, and how our people act that make it bad for us. And that's why we have the stigma on the black community the way we have. You know, so I'm not going to go any further with what I was talking about. I'm going to just get on with the video. And shout out to my man, Heavy Gant. He had been out of the loop for about a week. He actually going to talk about it on this video. It's weird. You know, YouTube, you know, be doing some things. That's why it's always good if you're really serious. If you're really serious about content creating, then you need to really focus on not only establishing your following, but to really get into other platforms so you can always keep your content going. This situation right here was very disturbing. There are so many sisters in the black community that want to talk about and accuse men of doing nefarious acts, right? But there are a lot of them that do things and even worse. This was a very sad video that I stumbled up across about this one in particular sister on this body cam video that did some very trifling things to people that didn't deserve to get that kind of situation. See, what I don't like is when there's people out here in the world that will take advantage of individuals that's not all the way mentally stable, might not be physically able, might just be in the latter stages of their life and need like health care and stuff like that. And they take advantage of those people because they feel that they don't know or they won't know what's going on. So this is a perfect example as far as what we're talking about. So shout out for Heavy Gant. He ain't been online for 9 days until yesterday when I ran across this video. So now he's back in action on YouTube He's gonna explain why he wasn't on YouTube, but we gotta break down this story right here. This story right here is pretty deep. So all right, let's go.
February 9th, 2026. West Palm Beach police responded to a local recovery center after staff reported an employee stealing from multiple patients. Detectives discover rent payments of $2,400 were made from at least 5 different patients' credit cards, various charges at T-Mobile and Walmart, and at least $200 missing in cash. Police learned Jeremiah has an upcoming court date.
So this person, before we go any further, it's already put out there. This person then found a way to access 5 different people that needed healthcare assistance and swindled over $2,000 out of those 5, at least 2,000 or better. Do the math. That's 10 racks right there. And then did other shit on her own personal, all of it was personal, but she did other purchases with these people's money. This is some bum rat community behavior. Okay? And it has to be, something got to give with this kind of shit. Something has to be done. And what's really sad about this, being this a woman, it's just so interesting how law enforcement, how they treat women when they do heinous bullshit crimes, opposed to how they do men. But anyway, we about to go on to this, so let's go.
Date for rent unpaid and develop a plan to make a surprise arrest.
Jeremiah, is this some Jeremiah activity? Okay. Well, if you just click this link and you're wondering whose silky smooth melodious voice is speaking so eloquently over the body cam footage, you reach the Heavy Gant channel. If you're not here for the brilliant commentary, click the link in the description, go over to Body Cam Goat, make sure you sub, hit the bell for notifications. I've missed you guys. I'm happy to be back. But let me be very, very clear. I only do these videos for my audience. And if you want to continue to see me do these videos here, I'm going to tell you guys more at the end of this particular video. I'll give you guys more information. But anyway, let's keep watching this. Let's not waste no time. Let's go.
You are under arrest right now? Just relax. Just wait. You have anything on you I need to know about? I know you just came out of the courthouse. Do you have anything on you I need to know about?
No, I don't.
Anything in your pockets or anything like that?
No.
This young lady's going to search you, all right? Make sure there's nothing on you, all right? Are you a significant other? You are friend to Jeremiah? All right, here's my card. I'm going to be taking her to jail today for fraud. Okay? For fraud, yeah. Fraud. All right. So she's safe. She's okay. She's going to be with me. I'm the arresting detective. But that's my card.
She committed fraud. Is so many situations that we see healthcare providers take advantage of these patients that are in bad situations or bad health situations, and they befriend them and get, close to them and all to steal from them. This is some diabolical ass work right here, man. I'm sorry. I know it's a lot of men out here that do some ratchet ass shit, right? I know there are some men that just do things out the will of God. But we gotta hold these women accountable as well. Certain laws need to change. I see more shit with these women doing this diabolical ass shit and get a slap on the motherfucking wrist, man. Let that been a man Let that been a brother that's doing what this bitch is doing right here and see where he would be at, opposed to this shit right here. But I ain't gonna keep ranting, so we're gonna keep this going because, like I say, I didn't do last Friday. I'm sorry, but we back on Tuesday, so we right here. So let's go.
I'm gonna have her. She's gonna call you when she gets there. All right. All right. Hi, I'm Detective Kodak Cabbage. I would like to talk to you about fraudulent charges. Okay. Would you be willing to talk to me about that? All right. Will you take her to HQ? I think.
Yeah. I know you kind of like messed up your text, but I kind of got what you're saying, and she makes it, so bad that she's a black woman doing it. Yeah. It's black bitches out here that scam. It's black women out here that steal. It's black women out here that delete people. We're so-called on equal planes right now in society. So what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. That's what y'all fought for. That's what y'all ran up behind the feminist movement for. And I'm not saying all women, really honor and respect that mindset, but a large majority has. So this is where it's at right now. This is why I keep telling you, ladies, that y'all don't subscribe to this kind of behavior with your peers. You need to start checking them bitches. You need to start pulling their motherfucking skirt tails. And hey, you need to get your shit together. Because what the fuck you doing is making us all look bad. Just like the bros. We got to do the same thing in our circles too. There's some men out here and some guys out here and some YNs out here that's just doing shit all out the wheel that men need to pull their coattail and check their ass and get themselves some kind of mentorship, some kind of get right, some kind of order. No, it's all good. I already knew what you was talking about. So you ain't got to excuse yourself. I got what you was, I picked up what you was putting down. Understand that. In this space, it happens. There's nothing's perfect. We're doing this straight live. We're live and direct. And hey, look, sometimes, misspells happen, but I'm not the one that's going to sit here and judge you just because you misspelled something, but I understood the sentence that you was trying to convey. So I'm not going to hey, that's just not what I do. Unless you just something I don't get no shits about. So, but anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
Detectives spoke with the recovery center supervisor during the investigation.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? You swear the information you are about to provide will be the truth?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand on. So obviously, I said we have 3 different reports here. And your name is there as a reporting party.
Right.
Could you tell me a little bit about what led to 3 reports being given to the police?
So what led to 3 reports was, one, Chris' wife called me and she said that there was some fraudulent activity that went on with one of his cards. Mm-hmm. So after I spoke with her, I continued to wait till she reached back out to give me more information I can go off of, because I asked her if she could provide me with the address of the apartment complex or anything like that, so we could try to narrow things down to see if indeed it was somebody from here. Mm-hmm. She, in the process of me waiting on her, that's when I got a call the next day from another wife of Juan. I had HR run a profile to try to see if I had anyone that lived off of any one of the texts, because we would be the only people that would have access to their cards and everything. Okay. And once they ran a report, that's when I found out I had one tech that did follow suit with that address.
I mean, when you say tech,
oh boy,
yeah, one tech that followed up on this. This is not a coincidence. In healthcare, like CNA work and so-called I don't know the other word that we can call it. I guess you could call it healthcare, assistance and things like that, right? people that work in certain facilities where these patients might have to stay for a number of time, so whatever they got going on, whatever, benefits they might have or financial, backing that they might have, whoever's assigned to these in particular patients wound up having some kind of access to what these people have. So this is the saddest thing about some people that work in this line of work, man, is that they will take advantage of these certain individuals that might not be so coherent, that might not be mentally or physically well enough to really read the room, good enough to see who is taking care of them. And sometimes these people take advantage of people like this. And this is the sad thing about it. And it's diabolical work, and it's actually trifling, and it shouldn't be condoned. And people like that, it has to be a special place for them. But anyway, let's go.
Having access to lockers, what does that process look like?
So the process, so we have all the lockers locked behind a closed door in one room.
Okay.
And all the lockers have individual locks on there, and we have a master key. So the only time we're supposed to go in the lockers is if we're putting something in the lockers for the patients or retrieving something from it.
Okay.
So what made me, these two cases wasn't even what made me look into her. What made me look into her was we had another case with Corey, and he was getting ready to discharge, and he was missing some money.
Boy. You're not gonna like attack me? No. Because I do fight back.
I'm not gonna.
So I tell my niece and nephew, whenever they hit me, I say, I hit
Let me ask you guys, do you guys think that her girlfriend knew about this? That's the type of stuff that I think about. Did her girlfriend know about what she's doing? And like, ma'am, I understand.
But I gotta say something before we get on with this video, because this is what I don't like. You got a suspected alleged thief that has been taking thousands of dollars from people that can't truly care for themselves, that had to be put in certain facilities to get certain care, and you took advantage of them. And you walking up in this motherfucker about to get interrogated, like you all that is already bad enough. Like the side of your head look like, you got like an axe stole at you because you stole from a Navajo Indian, and they tried to take your scalp off, but they missed, slightly to the right side of your fucking forehead, and it just scoffed off your fucking edges. It's bitches like this that walk that freely. She don't even give a fuck about putting a wig on, a lace front, or nothing. But when you got motherfucking bitches like this that walk around with their headline looking like this, you know it's all bad. They about that business. They about that time. They don't give a fuck, man. But anyway, let's keep going.
And she's in court for lack of rent, so she doesn't want to get evicted. Let me tell you guys, she doesn't want to get evicted, doesn't want to get a house foreclosure or anything like that. I've had a house foreclosure. I haven't been evicted, so I don't know what that's like. But listen, guys, it ain't that bad. You can get you another place. If you get evicted, it is not going to be the end of the world. If your house foreclosed, it's not going to be the end of the world, because you have a chance, man. You don't want to do wild shit just to not get kicked out or so the lights get cut off. So what? You know what I mean? So what? Let the house get people. That sound crazy to some of y'all, I know, but go ahead and get evicted if you can't live there no more. Go ahead and let them lights get cut off if you can't afford it. All right. It is better than sitting in a cell.
So I am Detective Cody Cabbage. My camera's on. Obviously, you were just arrested outside of the jail, right? So because you're here, I have to read you your rights, right? I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will.
I understand.
Makes sense? Okay. And are you currently employed? Are you working?
Yes.
Okay, where do you work?
So right now I work at a recovery center.
What do you do there?
So a recovery advocate.
So what is it?
So basically, like recovery advocate, they basically they do scheduling, they do things for the patients, like you know, make sure that they know where they're going for the day, what groups they'll attend and stuff like that.
Okay, got you. So you sort of like guide the
Yes,
patient.
just guide them.
Okay, and scheduling. What's the name of that title again? Recovery Advocate. That's a pretty cool title. Before Advocate Center, because that's a pretty recent job. You've only been there less than 3 months. Did you work anywhere else before that?
Well, it's insane that you've only been there for 3 months and you're doing all this.
No, it's not a shame. We see it all the time in the community. You got bum motherfucking bitches. You got bum motherfucking niggers. You got just bum people in general that just always gotta find a way to get something for nothing. You just gotta they always try to find a way to get something for nothing. They don't want to work for it. They don't want to earn it righteously. They just want to find the easy way out because they some lazy ass bums. And society has made it like this. Society has made it where we can all get on the internet, so-called be content creators, so-called be internet stars, all this other stupid ass shit. Right? And I'm not saying it's stupid as a whole, because if you're going to be a content creator, hey, do things, the way you do it, but have a message behind it. Give someone some knowledge that they probably didn't have, and expose them to some things that they might need to see. Just don't be doing this shit just to thirst trap, scam, steal, and all this other madness that they be doing. But this one right here, what irritates me about her, I have a thing about women, not even just women, but people that talk a lot, talk super fast when they getting questioned about things, because all they're doing is trying to give you word salad to make you get off the beaten path as far as what you're actually questioning them for. They'll talk about a whole bunch of other shit instead of getting to the meat of the matter. But we gonna watch. So you just watch how this one moves. All right.
Same sort of title, same.
Yeah, well, theirs is more like same thing, substance abuse.
So they're the same sort of center, but did you have the same job responsibilities?
Yeah. Before that, I already had let them know I was like looking for better pay, anyways, because I'm a mom. I was looking for better pay. And that was one of my main reasons. I was telling them that I was going per diem, looking for someone that at least paid better, because they only pay like $16 an hour, and you can't really.
I get it.
A single mom can't really make a way with $16.
No.
So let me go ahead. Listen, man, I'm trying to let her get out her side of the story, but I want to be very, very clear. There are single moms that are working, making $16 an hour or less, and they not stealing. I know it would be hard, and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not in your situation. I'm saying, though, there are working class people every single day that struggle. They get up, they work 1, 2 jobs, pick up an extra shift, and they're not stealing. Come on.
I plan on going per diem because I was looking into somewhere else. Like I let them know that. And then after I let them know that or whatever, they came to me with some allegations or whatever, basically saying, "Oh, well, we accuse you of, we think you was doing this and doing that." So they basically said a patient I guess his wife came up there, whatever the case may be. They were trying to make it seem like we talked to the patient's wife, and she said she didn't know where the charge came from or whatever the case may be.
I gotta say this again because this is gonna be painstaking. But we're gonna go through it, and like I said, we all gonna watch this together. But how many of y'all have been around women that act and talk like this that you know is on bullshit? How many of y'all can actually say that? If y'all actually been around people like ladies that act and talk like this, and you know they was shady, man, put a 1 in the chat. We fellowshipping tonight. So, but we gotta get some gumption about ourselves and our communities and different lifestyles and things like that. So if you have actually been around a woman that acts and moves and talks like this, that you know ain't shit, right? You said you've been around females that lie and play all the time. All the time. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not any of those things. I'm just a lonely YouTuber from the hood of the southeast side of Chicago that decided to really, put my thoughts out here to the masses. I'm no expert. I don't know everything, but I know bullshit when I hear it and see it. And I'm quite sure y'all done been around bitches like this that you know ain't on shit. But anyway, let's go.
I'm confused. Just what
A
patient's
transaction.
wife called you or called?
Called, I guess, the facility owner or whatever, and was letting them know, hey, I don't know where this charge came from, and I don't think he did it or whatever. And so she came to, so me and the patient was, close, and I always.
Who was the patient that you
So his name was Juan. She was just like, Juan's wife called and she said she seen a transaction and she know that it's probably not him, but she's gonna come up here and dispute it, and she didn't want him to tell her where the transaction came from. And so that's the last I heard of them.
Be thankful Juan had somebody in his corner that cares about him. It's a lot of people, they don't have nobody in their corner. So it's a caregiver or somebody that works at a rehab center that's oh so nice to them, just to gain information, just so they can rob them, just so they can get a credit card number or whatever, so they can commit fraud. This is why
this ain't 20 years ago. This ain't 30 years ago. I don't know what's wrong with you motherfuckers that want to sit up there and keep constantly doing these credit card scams with other people's banks, whether it's stealing a credit card number to make your own personal purchases, or that actual scheme when you like, yeah, I'm gonna deposit some checks into your account so we can quickly take it out, and I'm gonna just hit you with some shit, knowing that that's gonna fuck up your bank account. I don't know how many people have had that happen to them or had that scam ran by them, but I know I had it ran by me one time. And that was one time too many. And it was years ago. But, I thought they was, on some, whatever. But obviously I didn't know no better. So, yeah, I was the one that ended up with egg on my face and then get a dime. Had a whole bank account fucked up. They looking at me crazy, but they saw the video footage and they knew it wasn't me. So I wasn't truly held liable for it. But it happens all the fucking time. You motherfuckers in this bank scheming shit, this credit card scamming shit, y'all need to stop. You really need to stop. And more people need to start pressuring these lawmakers to where you ain't getting no second chance. How would you feel if you was in a situation where you needed a caregiver and they found access to your personal financial information and they stole money from you? How would you feel? You wouldn't feel too good behind that. What if you was a person that couldn't mentally understand what was going on and this person took advantage of you? How that will put you in a bind. You get what I'm saying? Do you understand? That's not cool, man. You don't get no good luck behind that. This fucking heifer right here is the epitome of a bum. I said it. Well, man, yeah, all y'all men, all y'all always talking about, us women like we ain't shit. Bitch, y'all been talking about us for the last 50, 60 years. Get over it. You know it just like I know it. It's some bum bitches in our midst. Knock it the fuck off. I ain't about to sit up here and give no motherfucker a pass. Men, women, children, invalid down the street, I don't give a fuck. If you on some fuck shit, and I see you on some fuck shit, I'm going to call you out on it. You can call me all you want. You can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. Just don't call me late for dinner, motherfucker. Anyway, let's go.
Why Judge Boyd always reinforces, I don't want you working with the elderly, because they don't put the proper necessary what do you call it? They don't do the proper background checks, y'all. They just let anybody take care of old people.
Anything about it that was that. And I was already transitioning to a new place anyways, and I already had told them, like, I had basically put in my letter of, to let them know I'm not going to be here or whatever the case may be. So
you don't even care about what they were saying? Or?
Yeah, I did, because I'm like, hey, she was in the middle of her already telling me this or whatever. She was like, she spoke to the wife. The wife had her say something on it. The wife feel like she didn't know where the transaction came from. She was speaking to the patient or whatever. She was like, I spoke to him. He didn't really say nothing about it or the transaction or anything.
Right.
He didn't know about it.
All she could do was just go off of upset wife saying she seen the transaction, but he didn't tell the wife, or he didn't tell the wife no, or this is not the case.
So Juan's wife calls and says, hey, there's a charge on Juan's credit card.
Mm-hmm.
How did they get that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what she basically said.
And then you said accuse you or something.
So basically they said, well, using his credit card or whatever the case may be, mind you, because they know that me and Juan is close. We do he asked me to help him with things, and we talk. He'll tell.
You see this double talking, fast talking ass shit she doing? See, that's that shit that a lot of women, not all, in our community like to do, especially when they on fuck shit. There's a lot of women in our community, when they get confronted with some shit that they know they did wrong with, they will talk, double talk, over talk, continuously talk, say all this other shit to try to get you off of what the fuck you just asked them. They'll say so much fucking word salad that you will get just tired of hearing a irritating ass voice Because some of y'all got some irritating ass voices. I'm sorry. It's your tonality. It's how you talk. It's your diction. It's how you enunciate things. It's how you pronounce words. It's all that. Some of you bitches never read books on a regular. Just like a lot of men. And y'all fucking just ramble and ramble and ramble to the point where motherfuckers, some people just be like, all right, whatever, man. Just whatever. Just to shut you the fuck up. That is a fucking heavy move that a lot of you black women in our community, in the rap community, not my community, in the rap community does. Shit like this. This is a perfect example of a bum bitch.
Tell me, like, literally, he was one of the ones that I was close with. Like, he'll talk to me, I'll tell him, he would ask me. I was like, yeah, I'm in school, I'm a single mom and stuff like that. And he became, close to me or whatever.
Right. Did Juan ever actually give you his card? Because you're saying
yes, like that's what. So one day I was at work and we was like, I came in, I was at my normal self because I'm a single woman. I was going through something, and he noticed that I was going through something, and he was like, yeah. So
do you see how she's continuing to reinforce this? She's a single mom, tugging on your heartstrings.
He was like, Maya, like, I see your energy not up high. Usually because my energy, I'm always there. I'm doing whatever, running around for the clients or whatever. And he was like, what's going on? I just told him my situation and what I was going through. And basically, I'm a single mom. So it's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's hard when you're
a single mom. Has she told us that?
A single mom, you're trying to put the baby.
Hold on.
No, and I was just telling him, like,
bitch, how many times you going to keep saying you're a single mom? And so you decide to fuck, let a motherfucker bust with no commitment, no marriage, no ring, no nothing, no future of no revelations of a better life. And what, we supposed to feel sorry for you hoes? A lot of us already know a lot of you bitches be popping off babies by these random men is because y'all want to get money up out of them, resources up out of them, because you're a lazy slut that don't know how to be a wife, that wasn't taught to be a wife because your mama wasn't shit. Do I need to say this again? A lot of you bitches move the way y'all move and pop off babies to get benefits off of random men because you ain't shit, because your mama ain't shit. You ain't shit because your mama ain't shit. In my Umar voice, I just said it 3 fucking times. Anyway, let's go.
Now I paid paid what I could and did all this and that. But it's another one coming up and I'm sure. And he understood that and he was like, oh, you only get paid $16 here? That
she is lying. She looks like she is lying. Could be wrong. I don't think I am, though. Listen to this girl. And to make it so bad, she probably was close with Juan. And to make it so bad, they probably did have a rapport. And to make it so bad, she probably could have humbled herself and asked for help instead of stealing. He probably would have helped her. I don't know. Watch.
And he understood that. And he was like, oh, you only get paid $16 here? That's crazy. Like, you work.
This is bullshit what she's saying. This is straight bullshit. And and I'm sorry to say, a large majority of the lazy, low expectation having low working, always trying to come up as bitches working CNA. Why? Yeah, they'll deal with the ass wiping, the sponge bathing, and all that other bullshit. But a lot of times, a large majority of those women try to find ways to access their clients' finances outside of what the actual company that's hiring you to take care of this shit should do. Now, do I think that CNAs and people that do, things for like old folks' homes and stuff like that should get paid a better wage? Yeah, more than like, yeah, I do believe that. I do believe that they should get paid a handsome salary for the things that they dealing with, individuals that's in a state of their life that they can't do for themselves and need assistance because the family put them in this fucking facility or her in that facility and they don't want to do it. So that's some heavy shit. So I get the dynamic of it, but that still does not mean that you should take advantage of these motherfuckers and steal their money. You a piece of shit.
Too hard. You deserve more than that. And he just
No. That's the freestyle lie. I don't believe it. Let's keep watching.
basically started telling me about the kind of like telling me, yeah, y'all are getting underpaid here and stuff, and like, what can I do to help? And I literally told him, and then the thing is,
What'd you tell him?
I was like, well, my rent, that's what I'm going through right now.
Gotcha. So
My rent is what I'm going through.
How much is your rent?
It was like $21.95.
Where does she live?
Okay. All right. Let's break this down right quick. This bad hair having ass fucking heifer live in a place that costs $2,100. Damn near $2,200 because it's $2,195, right? Why? We have, all right. I'm not shitting on the fact that some of us want to live in better places, especially when we have children. Why? Because living in better living situations, better housing situations, better neighborhood situations, it gives your child or your children a better opportunity of life. Because right now, all the motherfucking kids over the last 15 to 20 years that has grew up in the city of Chicago, on the south side, on the west side, on the north side, has not had the best opportunity to strive. Not because of the actual size of town, not because of the resources that it's all about. It's about the community and the motherfuckers that live there and their value of life and what they really care about, more important than caring about your children. I can give a fuck about what I got, what I have, what I can obtain for my own oneself. If I can't see my children happy and getting the things they need to have and not never wanting or not never wondering why I can't have it, I'm not doing what I need to do as an adult and as a parent. The lifestyle and how she moves is a scarcity mindset. It's a survival mindset. It's a fucking bum mindset, because she would do any and everything out of natural selections to do. And it ain't even necessarily for her child. She's doing it for herself. If you really cared about your child, what she's sitting there right there for, it wouldn't even happen unless you just really a piece of shit of a person. I'm not about to jeopardize my freedom and not take care of my children properly. What the fuck are we talking about here? But anyway, let's go.
It's 2 racks.
I'm gonna let this
Where
rock.
do you live? That your rent is 2 racks. Like maybe if you live like in New York or something, where does she stay?
Something like that.
That's pretty hard to make up.
But when they,
16 an hour,
it's
right?
20, yeah, it's 21.95, but they add on other stuff. So by the time they add it up, it's like 23, 24.
Okay.
And he literally just like, what do you need help with it? Like, I can tell you, like, and he literally told me his information, like, right there at the job.
Did you
like,
see what he was putting in?
I didn't even, like, I'm just thankful for the fact that he was willing to look out, which, of course, is a job. So I know that you can't be close with the patients, like, to the extent, which I know that. Thinking at the time, I was literally just thinking like a single mom who's just trying to figure it out. And then I even offered him, I was like, I can send it back to you, because I'm working and I can, send it back to you or whatever. And he just,
you didn't have it to begin with. So how you gonna send back something you ain't have?
was like, you okay, you a good person. I see you busting your, like, working hard for your daughter, you in school, like, it's okay.
So he offered to pay your rent.
Yes.
You logged into your rent portal on your phone.
One
and
ain't
plugged in,
pay
I'm
that.
assuming, a credit card or something
Yes,
to pay for it. Do you do the intake for patients sometimes?
Sometimes, but most of the times I'm usually like, it just all depends on who's in that moment. Sometimes you might not do the intake for that
But
person.
you've done one before.
Yes.
So they surrender their property, like the phone and a wallet or something. And then where is all that stuff kept?
So it's kept in like a safe key, like lockers.
Okay.
Away from people like yourself, ma'am. Things are supposed to be kept in lockers from individuals who are dishonest and would like to steal.
Have access to those lockers? Is it supervisors? Do the patients have
So
access?
supervisors and RAs have, like, they can go inside of the locker. The lockers, there was placed like in the supervisor office. So like, she's in there and the locker.
You as an RA had access to it. Say I was a patient and I said, hey, Miss Adams, I need to get something from my locker. You would have the ability to go get that item if it was approved by a nurse.
Yes.
Is this that room that you were talking about where the patients keep their? Do you recognize that person?
Yes.
Who's that? That's you? What were you doing there?
So right now I'm getting the keys situated to get ready to unlock it. And I had my phone in my hand because I usually be texting and then I unlock it and put stuff in.
Whose locker is that?
So I can't see the name.
Yeah, whatever, bitch. The shit that always irks the fuck out of me of today's society. You fucking women, not all, but women do not like to get the fuck off of them cell phones. They are always searching for shit, looking at shit, posting shit, commenting on shit, what is the obsession? What is the main, what is really the obsession of why y'all always stay locked in and looking on these goddamn cell phones like this? What? I mean, what are we talking about? Look at her. She looked like a piece of work. I'm trying to be more cool with my content. I've been hearing other shit what's been going on with certain content creators on YouTube, and so I ain't trying to, because I'm a low level motherfucker. I'm building this shit from the black bottom, so it is what it is with that. And I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad. I'd rather do it this way than try to do it another way. If I'm not doing it on the real, I don't want to do it at all. But I cannot stand this shit, man. This shit hurts and breaks my heart. Because my grandmother, before she passed, was in a hospice. So imagine how I would feel if a bitch like her took advantage of her situation and stole from her because she felt that she can get away with it. I would have a problem with this shit. And it's bitches like you with your fucking no edges having ass, look like you done got your hair scalped, from a Navajo, and all that shit. I will feel a certain kind of way. I will feel a certain kind of way. But anyway, let's go.
Of course you can't.
So we'll back it up. Maybe you don't remember whose locker it is. What did you just take out there? What is that?
So right there is a manila folder, and in those folders, we put important things in there. The paperwork
Like
they
what?
do when the intake is in there, like money logs and things like that.
Money logs. So that would be a log of, say they bring money and then.
We're writing on the log.
So and if a patient says, "Hey, I need $20 for cigarettes," do you log it out to them?
Yep.
Jemiah, you're not supposed to be stealing out of that. She's not supposed to be stealing out of that. You feel me? She knows she's not supposed to be stealing out of that. Why this girl even agreed to do this? Like, talk about this shit. She should be trying.
Because she a dodo bird. That's why. And she think that she can over talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And like these policemen don't know what the fuck is really going on. Dummy. A fucking big Lamont. Anyway, let's go.
Trying to get a lawyer. She should be trying, She should be, no, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm busted. I'm just not ever going to do it again or whatever. But this is a slow cooking. This is a slow roast. Come on.
So tell me what happened.
And you'll get a signature. And
This is a slow burn. No pun intended. But anyway, let's go.
Why do you go to the corner and set that down and turn your back to the camera?
Ain't no reason.
So basically, usually I be putting things in there. It just all depends on if I gave a patient their phone or if I gave them something out of the safety, I'll put it back in there and I'll close it up.
So why do you have nothing to give a patient? You didn't write anything down.
No, so 9 times out of 10, if I didn't have nothing to give him, it could have been. I usually put if they give me, if the therapist give me something for them, if it's a card, if it's insurance card, if it's anything like that, all I do is put it back in sit it on the thing, put it back in the manila folder, and put it back in the.
You can go in there without the patient asking you to do something.
You can go in there with a therapist asking you to do something, or a supervisor asking you to pull something or put something back.
Okay.
The therapist asked you to do something here?
Yeah, so 9 times out of 10 when I'm going in there, it's because of a therapist or a supervisor telling us to do something.
What would their request have been?
So
they slow walking her ass. You know what I mean? They slow walking her.
Dead man walking.
To basically just set herself up, man. I mean,
dead man walking. I just scamming, scheming, stealing, just in today's time ain't where it's at no more. You can't get away with it like that no more. There's too many cameras. There's too many ways of banks that are doing things. You know, scam alerts are so on point now with certain bank accounts and different businesses that you just can't get away with this shit no more. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? This is some slow shit. This is some low IQ ass shit. Oh well, man, y'all talk about, man, they know. Yeah, there's some slow ass niggas out there. True enough. I don't fuck with them. But there's a lot of slow bitches out there too. And I thank your mothers. You need to thank your mother for how they raised you to be this goddamn retarded. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, look, I ain't monetized. I can say what the fuck I want. It is so many of you bitches that run around out here fucked up in the head, thinking y'all entitled to just steal and do whatever. But because y'all want to be equal. Y'all want to be equal with the men, So guess what? We need to really start pushing laws in order to make it equal. Because you know what's so fucked up behind this shit? This bitch got a slap on the goddamn wrist. Doing this bullshit right here. That should have put her in prison. I'm gonna let it. I don't want to go too much further because I'm gonna let it go to a certain point, and then I'm gonna go to the next video. But this is when she finally found out that the police already knew what the fuck she had going on.
So 9 times out of 10, it looks super dark on there, but it's not really dark in that room. Like even with that light that's right there, that's in the hallway. I usually just go in there and unlock the lock and put the stuff in and leave out. I be getting ready to.
You know what it looks like, right?
Yeah, that's when I get what it looks like. Yeah,
it looks like you're stealing the $200 that's missing from his locker. That locker that you're talking.
It looks. Looks like she wants to laugh. Maybe that's just like a nervous tick, right? Under stress or.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have my mic on mute, but right now, the policeman is already about to put on blast. He tired of fucking listening to this motherfucker double talking and triple talking and talking fast, and I don't trust bitches like that. I don't trust men like that. They just talk. They just keep over talking and all that shit. That lets me know that you ain't on shit. You are willing to talk yourself out of the conversation. That's how motherfuckers like this talk. That's their whole point. Their whole point of view. They rather say a whole bunch of shit just to get you to shut the fuck up. And you know they on bullshit. I can't stand people like that. That irks my fucking soul. It kills my medicine. I clef, oh God, it does. if we're gonna have a discussion, if we're gonna have a conversation, if we're gonna have dialogue, I need for you to give me the same respect conversing as I'm gonna give to you. I'm not about to do all this here and there and bringing up shit from 15 years ago when I didn't know you and my butt was bleeding and my toe was hurting. And what the fuck is I got to do it right now? What does that have to do with the subject at hand? Nothing. Well, because you did this 10 years ago and huh? I'm sorry. I'm not one to hold grudges, but I do hold receipts. I'm not about to sit here and go tit for tat for anybody. Me personally, that's just me. I can't speak for others because I'm not you. But what I'm not going to do is that we have a discussion today and you bring up some fucking bullshit from 10 years ago. What the fuck does that got to do with today? If it was so bad 10 years ago, why the fuck are you still around? I'm just saying. That's just common sense to me. If things that people do in their past is so bad that you can't get over it, then maybe you need to just get over it. And that goes for anybody. That even goes for myself. But see, I don't hold I take that back. If I'm not fucking with you, that's why I'm not fucking with you. Meaning, whatever you did before, when I just did the slight move and stopped being around you, or stopped talking to you, stop associating myself with you, you should already know I'm done fucking with you. That's the only way, and I'm giving 100 with it. You got question marks. What's your question? But no, we shouldn't play games with each other like that. You know, we shouldn't have people around that we know we have animosities and issues with. We shouldn't have people around that we have some jealousies, some deep down jealousies with. We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't. If you feel that a person is not being good by you, then you need to just leave them alone. Because what you're around them for. You know, if you're dealing with people that scheme and scam like what this bitch is doing right here, what are you around them for? Unless you're on that same time. I don't hang out with motherfuckers like that move like her. I really don't. I know I'm cursing a lot. I'm sorry. I don't hang out with people that move like how this person is moving. Because for what? I'm not on that kind of time. But anyway, let's keep going.
Under whatever that it looks like you want to laugh. Some people, they feel anxiety, they laugh, right? But man, dog, it's look crazy.
In the dark, turn away from the camera.
Look how she's like she's watching us watch this.
Doing whatever you're doing.
And then I had my headphone in, so now I was about to say I probably was on the phone.
You're on your phone a lot.
Not a lot, but like usually I'll be on there sometimes or listening to stuff.
All right.
Okay. Do you know another patient, Christopher?
No, I don't.
You never met him?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay. And why was your rent paid with Christopher?
No, I say that because I know I'm better vocabulary wise as far as expressing my points. It's just sometimes I get so enthralled with what the fuck we're reviewing that I kind of go off the rails. And I'm trying to do better, y'all, because I want to build this platform. I know a lot of my A1 day ones, they don't have no problem with me really going the way I go sometimes. But, you know, I do want to do better myself. So I appreciate those that respect the fact that it's not offending them, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for that. Because how I express myself on my platform is not a direct shot at you, unless you feel guilty about something, and then that's between you and the Most High. I have nothing to do with that. If I'm saying something that triggers you in a certain way on my platform, then you need to look at yourself, because I'm not attacking anyone. We're attacking the subject matter that we're reviewing. So that's what's more important. The message, the lesson, the understanding of certain behaviors. That's all I'm looking at. You as a person, as an individual, if you feel whatever I'm saying has offended you, then that lets me know that whatever I'm talking about at that moment is hitting a chord with you, because you know deep down you're just like that motherfucker that I'm talking about. So I'm sorry that it hit you like that. Maybe you need to look yourself in the mirror and change your ways. I didn't know. I just called things for what I called it. But anyway, let's go.
So the only person that looked out for me for real was.
Oh my God! Just stop.
My question is, why was Christopher's credit card used to pay for your?
So when was it?
At 19. I'm just telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I know this happening. I want to be here. Mm-hmm. My question is why? If you don't remember who Christopher is, why is his Discover credit card used?
You said
in November.
Henry?
In November, mind you, and you have the proof right here. Coincidentally, when we made contact with you, there was a credit card payment reversed on November 28th of 2025. Whose credit card was that?
So you said Christopher.
Yes.
Christopher, what's he in these house of Western Maryland?
I might remind you that do you have a criminal past? Okay. Lying is one thing, right? I don't arrest someone unless I know what happened. I'm not asking every question I've asked you. I've already known the answer. I'm not asking you if you did it. I want to know why his card was used. Did he give you permission? Was it another weird thing with the wife didn't know? And
so
were you desperate?
So the situation with
tell me what happened.
The situation with Christopher, I wasn't like desperate or nothing, but like he would like try to, talk to me like.
Okay.
He was one of those places like.
You told me you don't remember who he is, so you can't tell me that. You cannot lie to me now and tell me that you had some weird relationship just because I suggested it. You fell for my trap.
No, but it wasn't no like weird relationship.
See what I'm saying? This man full time is catching young people like this and old people like this. You know what I mean? She's not as smart as she thinks she is. My God, man. Why should all of these different patients have problems that come back to you? Like that right there cooks you. She's gonna have her day in court, but that right there cooks you. Why should all of these different patients have problems with you? No. That is almost not only improbable, but impossible if you're not a thief and there's no issues, that different patients continue to say, I'm missing money. and you're also somebody who has a a rent eviction because you didn't pay rent. Yeah, man, it's I don't even.
And that's the thing that really kills me about a lot of our people as well. You do understand, if you are not owning property and you need a roof over your head, you know what you're going to do 99.9% of the time. If you don't own property, you're going to be renting from someone. And I understand that there is some renters that you might rent from that might be pieces of shit, and you might just feel a certain kind of way, and because they ain't taking care of certain repairs or certain situations that happen in your dwelling and all this other stuff. I mean, hey, I think we all have had that in our lifetime. But you know what you can do? Move to something better. But see, this person decided to, whatever, I don't know what place she got that is damn near charging her $2,200 a month. Why would you get a place that charges that much money and you can't maintain it? That's what I'm not understanding. I'm not even paying that much for rent. I mean, do I pay a nice amount for rent? Yeah, I do. It's not your business what it is, but just know, yeah, it's a nice amount. But goddamn, if I'm going to get to a level where I'm paying that kind of money, I got to maintain it. If not, I'm going to be in a bind, Nate. Like, what the fuck? Anywho, let's go a little bit further, because yeah, shit gets good.
Yes.
Here's my issue. Chris was there for not very long. He was within a blackout period.
Yes.
Right? And he gets discharged on November 27th, Thanksgiving Day. All right. And your rent was paid with his card the day after he left. Explain how that happens. He didn't say, go get me a date. He wasn't there.
No, I'm saying, so this is the thing about Chris, like, previously before that, this is something like how I told you on the paperwork, we have like a sheet with the information on it. And when you discharge, they keep the like kind of like the forms or whatever the case may be, put it inside of your folder and they give it to you and you discharge. But previously before that, me dealing with him, if you look at me and Chris, like I don't know if I did the luggage search or the intake. I did one of those for him when he first came in. And I did go like, go to the machine and get him a vape. This was like during the blackout period. I went and got him the vape and the information was on the paper.
Where would that charge be? Would it be on his Discover card?
Yeah.
What cell phone provider do you use?
T-Mobile.
Did he allow you to pay for your phone
bills?
No, he didn't.
Did you get Did you do the rent with this information?
So basically,
T-Mobile, you was taking some people's credit cards up in there and paying for your T-Mobile phone bill, and it was like $200 something. What kind of phone service you got? Like, seriously, like, what the fuck? Is T-Mobile that high as far as like one like phone? Like, what kind of like service are you getting that you're paying $200 something fucking dollars a month for T-Mobile? And I'm sorry, I'm a Boost guy. My phone is a Boost. Everyone in my family has Boost. And we don't pay that much, even with all the phones that we got in our house. I mean, no, I mean, well, it kind of does, but who you paying for? We worked in his house, so we can afford that. Who are you paying over $220 for fucking T-Mobile? T-Mobile? T-Mobile is one of the most trash networks in the cell phone business. I'm just trying to tell you. T-Mobile? Anyway, let's go.
Basically,
Jesus.
Finding something.
yes, but with him saying buy something that is a lot, like that is a much.
$30.
Yes.
$2,500.
Yes.
Do you know how easy it is to believe that you stole everything? Like why you would cop to I used it for my T-Mobile bill, but like not tell the truth about just yeah.
So you free. Did he know that you were charging your rent on his credit card? That you had access to?
I would say no, because even though you told me to get, I said no because even though you told me you can get something that's above the price.
Okay. So now this is like the second patient that is like cool with you and you're taking advantage of it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Saying Juan gave you permission.
Yeah, Juan definitely.
If I asked Juan in front of court, to a lie detector.
But for whatever reason, and I understand you left T-Mobile. I think maybe one time out of a lifetime that no, I can't even no. Since PrimeCo, since my BlackBerry, since Sprint, the main source of my whole phone existence has been Boost Mobile. Seriously. I just named the list of all the phones that I used to have back in the day, up until now that we're in this modern time. Exactly. PrimeCo used to be the shit. Even though back in the day when I had PrimeCo, we had to pay a certain amount of money during the day, but after 9 o'clock, it was free until about 6 in the morning, which was crazy. But yeah, that's how cell phones was back in the day. I'm showing my age. I know it's crazy, but it is what it is. But I wasn't an every 5 minute on the phone kind of person anyway, so it really didn't matter. I didn't use my phone for like everything that I did because I grew up in an era where we seeing people face to face. We're interacting with people face to face. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was free to about 6 in the morning, from 9 to 6. So after 6 into 8:59, I might have made a text message, maybe one or two, maybe a phone call a couple of times, but that was when we had to monitor how we were spending our money. Man, we can do a whole fucking show as far as how cell phones have evolved since the 80s. No, not even the 80s. Since the 70s into now in the community. We can have a whole expose as far as all that. I might do that one day. If y'all want me to do that, then let me know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had to budget the motherfucking minutes. Because goddamn it, do what you do right now on these cell phones, your bill at the end of the month would have been about $700 or better. I'm trying to tell you. Them minutes the monies per minute wasn't playing. So they made show, yeah. But after 9 o'clock, it was smooth sailing.
Is Juan going to be lying when he tells me, no, I did not allow her to charge her rent for $2,500?
No, Juan is not. The thing is,
No, is he going to be a liar if he tells me in a joke?
oh, you say if
Somebody lying?
If he says,
yes.
no, Your Honor. Okay, I never allowed her to use my Chase or whatever credit card to pay for her rent. I never would allow that.
Yes.
He would be a liar.
Yes, because me and Juan was definitely like, it was giving like granddaughter, niece. Like, me, I'm not gonna lie, out of all of the ones that was there.
He would lie, didn't he?
Yeah. Out of all of the ones, me and him was, you get what we was like close.
Okay. Yeah. It makes her sound like a horrible person. So that's what you do, is you gain the confidence of this elder and then you steal from them. All right.
So Chris, 24.72 in rent. He didn't know about that. And then $232 for T-Mobile. How'd you remember the card number? Because he had already left with the state board on the 27th.
So basically,
how did you have it on the 28th?
So basically, that's what I was telling you about the form.
If you were able to log in and just look at his credit card number and just.
Yeah, you can go to your, you can.
Now, she just said some phrases that let you know that the bitch is lying. So basically, she said 9 times out of 10. At first, she was saying that, you know, I'm a single mom. She was throwing all these little buzzwords, right, to get you off the beaten path. But what she don't understand is that who she's talking to is not from the rat community. Who she's talking to is not low vibrational. Who she's talking to is not single mama raised. So these are the things that really pisses me off about the Black community. There are so many women in our community that manipulate men. Yeah, I said it. There are so many women in our community that have raised men to be the men that they hate, or they don't like, or they don't respect. There are so many women that have all these children by all these different men and don't lock in a real family. And it's tragic because this is why we've had the culture over the last 20 plus years of real destruction in the community. The deletions, the drug use, the dysfunction, the low IQ, the low learning skills, the low reading skills, the low expectations of life is bitches like her and hundreds of thousands that do this shit. Ladies, what are you gonna do to check these bitches? Like, seriously, what are you gonna do? Because I understand how y'all want us to be accountable. Because, you know, men, we hold the men accountable. Not maybe to the point that we could, but for the most part, yeah, we do. Some of us just fall out with them niggas. Some of us just put ourselves in fucked up situations as well. It ain't just one-sided. It ain't just one entity. It's coming from both sides. When are we gonna have some kind of gumption about ourselves? Some kind of self-respect for ourselves? You are so sold in and so locked in with this internet success that you lose your own self. Is internet success more important than your own spiritualness of self? Is your internet success more important than your own self-worth? Is your internet success more important than doing the right things for you and your family? Is the clout that addictive? Is clout that addictive? I've seen it even in the club world. So many motherfuckers in the club world didn't give a fuck about nothing else but the clout. Nothing else. I've been hearing some shit that's been going on in the club world, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm gone. Because that's the shit I was fucking dealing with 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. I just didn't see it like how I see it now. Shit's crazy, man. What ultimately happened with this, I'm not about to go any further with this in particular video. If you want to go see it, go to Heavy Gant and you can see the whole show of it. But like, what the fuck, man? You say me too. It's not worth it anymore. Me and my wife were just having a discussion about it earlier. And she was telling me about some shit that's going on in this today's time. And I'm like, I don't mind her talking to me about it, but I'm tired of hearing it because it ain't no better. It ain't no better. It hasn't gotten any better. Certain people stealing people money, so-called promise to give them goods or services, and they're not doing it. I'm not even about to name no names because it's not even important, but I'm quite sure those that are have been locked in to the circle know what I'm talking about. And it's not even getting better. No, it's not. Thanks to your leader. You know who I'm talking about. He fucked it all up. The one that wanted to change the game. Yeah, he changed it all right. He changed it for the worse. He changed it for debauchery. He changed it to get away from the actual meaning behind it. Yeah, that motherfucker changed the game on it. That's why all that shit's falling apart. But anywho, I'm not about to get all off into that because that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. He say, yuck. But motherfuckers still making them relevant. I will say this, and after this, I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore because I'm so far removed that I could care less about it. And to you people that fuck around in that circle, stop fucking with that motherfucker on any aspect. You're gonna always stay in the little bowl that y'all sitting in. Until y'all decide to really be leaders, band together properly, and do things correctly, you will never see any prosperity in it. See, that was a great outlet for people to be a part of. It's just a lot of us dealt with the wrong kind of people. I've always told my people, I'm like, man, I had the right thing. I was just in the wrong state. Because for those that actually traveled and visited other states and saw other circles of what we all was collectively doing, it was a totally different vibe. It was a totally different energy. It was a totally different experience. I don't know what to say about people in Chicago. Y'all fucked it up. And that's on y'all. But hey, for there's highs, there's lows, and everything in between. At one point we had our high, and because you got so enthralled with your own oneness and your own egos and your own whatever you was doing with it, you fucked it up. You fucked it up. So I can't even really speak more on it. Scammer, I don't even get no fuck by himself. He cares about money. Yeah, of course. I mean, there's nothing wrong with caring about money, but when that's it is your only thing, that's when you lose yourself. You understand me? When all you care about is financial and not what you're really putting yourself and affiliating yourself with, if that's all you care about, it's only going to be a matter of time before that shit subsides and falls to the wayside. That's just it. You know, like I said, I'm not trying to go so deep into that because I'm so far removed from it. I don't want to keep talking about it because I've stumbled across a few things here and there, and And if I really wanted to just really stick it to motherfuckers, I could really do that, but it's not even worth it. All I know is that, IMB, when we did what we did, hold on. When we did what we did, we was for real with it. The real ones that understood my message, I hope that it took them to their higher planes of their life. It ain't about me, man. It ain't about CEO. It ain't about any of these labels. When I did what I did was to build a network of like-minded people that wanted to do the right thing, not only for community support and themselves. That's all I wanted that to really be. I know some shit got lost in translation. I know I done did some bullshit that I can fucking admit that I regret. It is what it is with that. We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm not Christ. I'm not God. I'm of his essence, but we all are not perfect either. Anyway, oh shit, I just went on a whole tangent, and I wasn't trying to do all that. Anywho, we're going to go to our next video, and this is actually going to be another part of what I was talking about and what the essence of this video is this live stream is really about. These single moms, how they're moving and how they've been moving for the decades that they've been doing has really been hindering our community. Yo, what's going on? DJ Kane, I see. I really believe that this whole want to be equal, want to be independent, want to be boss babes, and this whole energy that's been going on, whether it's music, whether it's social, whether it's style, it's really hindered the Black community. And we're paying for it right now. Shout out to MABW, Men Against Bitter Women. If y'all not subscribed to him, go over to his page, hit the subscribe. It's Men Against Bitter Women 2.0. That's his page, because his original page, he's actually dealing with Kendra G on some legal shit, but that's about to wind down because she wasn't liking how he talks about her content, because she's a man hater. And some of you ladies, y'all like to fuck with us as far as resources, pleasure, and all this other shit. But for the most part, some of you women don't respect us, man. No, he's wrapping up that federal case because with his original page got shut down because of Kendra. And they're winding that down, but he still has his other page. So she couldn't stop that. And that's what she couldn't understand. The bro speaks, real shit. So, and then he's not trying to be disrespectful or belligerent. He just speaks how we supposed to speak. And that's being real. If I can't speak my mind, if I can't speak how I feel about something I don't agree with, then what are we doing? Where are we at with it? What really turned me off from the club world, every time I tried to speak on something, every time I tried to give some kind of information, the motherfuckers that was so-called controlling shit was looking at me like I was crazy. Oh, I'm talking too much. And I'm like, damn, I'm just expressing my feelings. I mean, I thought this was supposed to be a collective. If it's all about you and not about what anybody else think, I don't need to be a part of this. And that's ultimately what a lot of y'all are seeing. For those that left it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those that's still in it, good luck to you. But anywho, shout out to MABW on this. This coincides with this whole, why I say this whole single mother thing is really fucking up our community. And we about to hear this, and we about to get it going on. So let's go.
Salute to the MABW team. I'm back with another video. Now, before I start this video, I just have a question to ask the women out there, okay? Honest question. Is it a man's responsibility to take care of you and pay all the bills in your household because you have that man's child? Because one thing I want to make clear is men have to have their own place. Men have to pay for their own bills by themselves, no government help, no child support. And women aren't going to help the men because the child has to come over to the baby father's house. But for some reason, there's women out there that expect that.
Yeah, just to go off of what you was just saying, shout out to you for even putting that out there. If you wasn't kissing certain motherfuckers' asses, if you wasn't doing certain favors, if you wasn't being a follower, that motherfucker wasn't trying to hear you. I knew that long time ago. Before I really started IMB. When I was with 2 clubs before that. You know, it's so funny. Not only just that. You know what's so funny? You know, you got a certain person that's still affiliated in the club world that always want to shout out all the old clubs of old, want to show pictures of all the different club sets of past times. But not one time this motherfucker ever posted anything about the club that we had with IMB, with that infinity symbol, with that vest that was like no other vest out there in this fucking streets. The time it literally took each vest in my old club a whole day to get stitched. Not an hour, not 2 hours, not even 3 hours. If he started on our vest at, like, say, 9 a.m., that motherfucker didn't get finished until 9 p.m. He said he's still mad that I didn't join it. Man, fuck him. The reason why he came at me reckless because after I left a certain, silverback club to start back my own club, because, I was in my own shit before I even got with these motherfuckers. When I decided to start back my own shit, after he offered to put me on with his bullshit, yeah, that's where all the problems happened. Yeah, I'm not. It's not even worth me saying his name because it's not worth it. You want to post everybody, this club, that club, and it's not like you ain't never been at our shit. Hell, some situations, a lot of situations, y'all done won awards at our shit for your support, but you can't acknowledge IMB? Like, really? Is that's what's popping in the streets? Damn, y'all want to kill our legacy. So sorry, so sad. It's okay though. In August, we're doing a reunion kickback with strictly our A1 day ones and the ones that really respect what we had going on. And none of y'all is invited to it. It's strictly IMB. So I give no fucks. And it's at my house, so you definitely can't come over here. So whatever, motherfuckers. Anyway, let me go on with this video. I'm sorry for ranting, y'all. I just went to a whole tangent on that shit. Hey, I got PTSD behind that. But anyway, let's go.
A man should be paying for the heat, water, electric, and helping the woman have a roof over her head when she's an adult. I'm not gonna talk anymore. Let's get right into the damn video.
You're gonna tell me I ain't taking care of my baby because I ain't paying her bills. Basically, if we ain't together, this shit for just the baby. I ain't gotta pay your mother bills, especially if I ain't here. Am I tripping? Man, listen, he get taken care of. If we ain't in a relationship, we ain't got none of that. Bitch, I ain't gotta do nothing on your end.
Okay, y'all, I just got to school from running errands.
This is supposed to be the baby mother, I'm guessing. But did y'all hear what he said, everybody, before we go into this part? The man said, I'll take care of my kid.
You know how we get down, sweetness. That's not even something that you need to keep questioning, okay? So don't even worry about that. Look, for those that know what they know, when you get to where y'all come to, we're going to have what we need to have. And that's it. That's that. That's all. All I'm going to say is this. Once we do it, because I'm going to be DJing that night and that day. So, yeah, you can record, you can post it, but you bet not fucking give no locations. Turn your, I'm going to say this right now, for all INB former members, when you come through, cut your location off. Cut it off. Cut it off. Don't have your location on. I'm going to say that right. I'm going to say it one more again. When you come through, cut your location off. That's it. That's that. That's all. We going to get down with the get down. We don't need everybody else. We used to have a great time amongst ourselves. So that's all that matters to me. You know what I'm saying? Good people doing good things, having a good time. That's all that matters to me. But anyway, let me go. I'm bringing back old memories. We on some new shit, and we talking right now. So we fellowshipping. So let's get out.
But anything else on your end, if we're not together, I don't got to do none of that, but I will take care of my kids. I'm going to show y'all the false narratives that women push. Not her exactly, but the 55-year-old bitter auntie is going to come up, and y'all going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
And my homegirl just let me know that y'all have been donating. I didn't have GoFundMe anymore, so I didn't know that you guys were donating to my GoFundMe account. And I just want to say, I really don't know what to say. I'm really just so grateful for everybody who's going out their way to do these things, because at this rate, me and my son can possibly still stay at our apartment. And I don't know what to say. I'm genuinely so grateful. I thank God. I don't know what to say. The link is in my bio. Thank you if you are donating.
The link is in my bio for my GoFundMe. I didn't know I had one anymore. If you didn't know you had one anymore, why?
I already know, Sweetness, is you don't like people. But I will say this, and this is for everybody that is affiliated with what I'm talking about. If you really know that you locked in with somebody that want to come through, you can bring them through. I'm not mad about that. And I wouldn't be mad about that, because I want everybody to have a good experience and have a good time and really see what we should have done. Maybe I should have been DJing from day one and doing what I do, things and DJing long before then too. Because we could have really, really racked in and did a lot better. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're not about to get into that conversation, because that conversation is not even necessary. But what you say? You say all in it want to come to the event. I mean, look, if you feel a person is cool, we're not excluding any of our members bringing a guest or two to come through. As long as you know they cool with it and it ain't gonna be no bullshit. Because you know how we get down. We party, we bullshit, we do all of it. I just wish that some of my originals I could have got in contact with. And I've lost contact with a few of them. And I'm upset behind it, because I would have really wished that big fella, a few other people back in the early days could come through, All right, it's cool. Like I say, man, it is what it is. This ain't a club event. This is just a kickback backyard boogie for some of the originals. So we're gonna have a good time, because the originals, you know how we get down, and you know how we used to get down. And it was never problems. So we're gonna have a great time that night, that day. It's gonna be that day. So be prepared. So strap in. All right, let's go.
Why did you put the link in your bio? Why are you dry banging right now? See, I know what be going on. Some of y'all may not know what be going on, but these mothers, these single mothers, some of them out there, they're broke. And then they villainize the men that want to take care of their children because the men won't pay their bills. And if you broke single moms can't afford to take care of your child, first and foremost, don't have children. Keep your legs closed. But you could also make the option to give the child to the father. But some of you mothers won't give the child to the father because the child is your meal ticket. Let's continue with the DM.
And I'm only gonna say this. I'm gonna let this play. All right. So this is fair use. Fair use, everybody. Fair use, fair use, fair use. And maybe W, he don't be caring about people, reviewing his videos. I'm just gonna say fair use just for the sake of the YouTube warlogs and the overlords and stuff like that. Yeah. He's going to say what he needs to say. And as far as what we was talking about on the club stuff, don't even worry about all that. We're going to have a good time, regardless of who comes through, what's what, and how it happens. I'm going to let this play for a minute, and we're going to let this ride. So I'm going to let this go. So yeah, I'm out the picture. So all right, let's go.
In video.
And then I genuinely do not know what to say right now. I thank y'all so much. I would continue, like I said before in the other video, that's why I didn't address the people that was donating, because I had no idea when I was thanking you guys for getting me to 10K followers. I had absolutely no idea you guys were donating. And by the bottom of my heart, I thank you so much. You absolutely do not understand. At this point, thank you. If we can stay at our apartment, that would mean the absolute most to me.
Look.
But anything that you guys have done anyway, I thank you so much. I pray that you all have an amazing day. And I thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the donations. Like, I do not want to cry because my lunch break almost over at school. Y'all have a great day. Thank you so much.
So these young men are coming out here thinking that they are going to expose their baby mama and coming with this rhetoric about, oh,
and nowhere, I want to be clear, nowhere in the beginning did that man try to expose his baby mother. All that man said, once again, y'all can go back and listen to the video yourselves in the beginning. He said he will take care of his child, but her bills, he don't got to pay her bills. I want to make sure that's clear before anybody comes up with a false narrative as well. Let's continue.
Why should they have to pay child support? Why should they have to pay money toward this woman who is the mother of their children if all the money is not going directly to the child? And because we are in this era of social media, everybody feels very comfortable just coming online, telling their stories. Now, this is what I really do not understand about these young men who come on here talking about child support and they doing right and they paying child support. I'm like, you do know that your baby mama is going to see footage of you coming out here complaining, talking about you paying child support. Like, when I first saw this clip, I'm like, before I even saw the woman's response, I'm like, you guys know that you live in the era of social media where everybody records everything, everybody turns on the camera and tell their side of the story. And I'm just listening to him like, I promise you, the mother of his child has a whole different version of how this story went down. I promise you. Why is this dude coming forward like this? Talking about, should I really have to pay her bills? Dude, why won't you stop? You know what I heard soon as I heard this guy talking? I immediately said, this is a man who has been listening to red pill content.
This has nothing to do with listening to red pill content. This has to do with simple logic. Women are not giving men money to pay the bills in that man's household when that man has the children. Okay? For some reason, women believe that men are supposed to pay their bills because the children are in their household. It could be 50-50 custody. And these women will still feel as if, well, I need the money for heat. I need the money for clothing. I need money to keep a roof over our head. The men, I got, for my children, let me give y'all quick, some intake real quick on what I'm trying to pretty much get to. In my household, I got to make sure my kids have clothing. I don't get child support. They got to eat. I don't get child support. I got a house. They got a roof over their head. I don't get child support. These are the necessities that I have to have as an adult when I have children. If I decide to run up in a woman unprotected, I got to deal with the consequences.
All I got to say is, why is Witch Face? And I've seen previous videos of this lady. This is an angry woman, right? This woman actually clapped back at MABW about a couple of months ago because he reacted to a video that she did and she didn't like it. this is a man hater right here. This is one of these women. She's middle-aged. She looked like a witch. Look at her. She thinks she owns something. But on her whack-ass YouTube page, you know, because my shit ain't all that great. So I ain't gonna, like, try to say my shit's the greatest. But, you know, she got a lot more traction on her page than I do. But I don't give a fuck. She's still whack as fuck. She's just an angry bitch and that hates men. You in your mid-50s, you ain't never had no kids. You've had certain relationships that didn't work, didn't last, never been married. And now you damn near 60 and you talking about you ain't fucking no more. So? Like, and? Who cares? I forgot her name, which is not even important. Excuse me. I think her name was Tracy or some shit like that. But regardless of the fact, she's an angry bitch that hates men. Like, wholeheartedly hates men. Her whole veracity as far as in this situation, I'm sorry, you feminists fucked it up for relationships, not only in the Black community, but in relationships in general. I'm not going to just put it on just one thing. The feminist movement was this whole thing to believe that women can do every and anything by themselves, right? All right, that's fine. That's fine. But you yet and still, a lot of you ladies still want to deal with men, which that's fine too. It's just a natural order of how things are, you know. But for certain women that think that they're better than, think that they can do it better than men, it's just not happening. It's just not happening. I'm not saying that to down women that have the drive and desire to do things on their own accord. That's fine. You know, if you didn't meet the right person to link up with, don't link up with just any old kind of motherfucker. I mean, I get that. Just like I would say to the men, don't just get up with a person that ain't right for you, because they will bring you down. That I don't have a problem with. But what we're not going to do is put this narrative, because certain laws have been put in place for women to get certain benefits for having children out of wedlock from men. And we're supposed to not only just systematically take care of our children through the system, but we're supposed to help pay the bills in your house. And I gotta live in my own house? Are you fucking crazy? Are you insane? This is what y'all think. We didn't talk about marriage. We didn't talk about long term. We didn't talk about nothing. We just had a tizzy, and we just did it. And you took it. You got popped off. We don't see eye to eye. You want to live your life a certain way. He want to live his life a certain way. Y'all not together no more. So y'all living separate, but yet still y'all have a child. And he's supposed to help pay for your expenses in your place outside of what he has to take care of his obligations for his child. Are you fucking insane? Anyway, let's go.
Consequences. These women act like they don't know the consequences from opening up their legs. They don't want to be adults. They're childlike. Their minds are still childlike, and they prove our point, the men, every time. How's that strong and independent shit going for the women that talk like this? Okay, I was just asking a question. Let's continue.
He has succumbed to the red pill nonsense. Because I told you guys, they get together, they get in their little community, talking amongst each other, and next thing you know, why she ain't nothing but a 304. Oh, she probably was sleeping around on you. Oh, she probably taking the money that you paying for child support, and she paying for DoorDash. She paying to go out to the restaurants with her girlfriend. And these men are so dense and dumb.
And that's what a lot of them do. You the bitch that's dense and dumb. It's been so many stories that's been put out on social media about how women take the men's child support to go on trips, to get material things and gains for themselves, and their children is half-ass. So don't tell me that bullshit, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You a bum. But anyway, let's go, because I'm getting ready to wrap this up.
They are so obtuse. They don't put together or connect the dots that even if the actual deposit that you made for child support, she used to go out with her friends, that actual earning or money, they don't realize that means she took her own money and paid for that child to have a roof over his head.
That's just a damn excuse, because some of these women get way more money than what they actually deserve. Some men out here can be making about $70,000 a year. Out of that man's paycheck, damn near $25,000 got to go to child support. A 1-year-old don't need $25,000, especially when these mothers are getting WIC and government assistance. Y'all can miss me with that bullshit. Well, you don't understand that they're taking the money to go out with their girls, but all in all, they paid their bills during the month. So that money just came out of that. She deserves to have fun, but it's not coming.
And just to be honest with you, and I know some women might get offended by this, what I'm about to say. There are a lot of women that is not very financially educated to know how to properly budget their lifestyle. You already saw the video that we played earlier of the sister that's half-assed living life, want to scam credit cards because she's paying $2,100+, damn near $2,200 a month for rent, because she wants to live above her means, because so many of you ladies want to live above your means. Y'all try so hard to not be under the care and the guidance of a man that you are willing to lose yourself by yourself. And that's crazy. It's insane. But, you know, this is the society that we live in right now. This is the mindset that a lot of these women want to have. Not all, but a lot of them. It's already been said by 2050, a lot of us going to be fucked in the Black community. How we moving, how we spending, how we not investing, how we not networking. Because you're so high strung on this self-righteous, movement. Bums like her fuck up the young ladies that's coming up, that's trying to live their life. Bum, bitter bitches like her is fucking up the mindset of a lot of women. I might talk bad. I might say what I have to say. But at the same time, I'm going to still say the same thing about the brothers. I'm going to still say the same thing about the brothers. What she should have did was go and find a crib that fit. Exactly. But no, because these modern bitches want to live above their means to impress other bitches that don't give a fuck about what they doing. Modern bitches want to live above their means to impress bitches that don't give a fuck about them. I'll say it again in my Umar voice. Modern bitches live above their means to try to impress bitches that don't give a fuck about them. Now this fucking witch is just talking bullshit. But anyway, let's go.
Coming out of that though, because once again, as an adult woman, you're supposed to have a roof over your head, whether you have a child or not. Men, grown men, we have to have a roof over our head, whether we have a child or not. And we don't get handouts because our children are coming over to our house.
She took her own money and paid for that child's diapers, formula, daycare, school, clothes. Why? Because women are not going to let their children go without.
Now keep in mind, this bitch ain't got no damn kids. So you know what happens when single people have children and the woman puts the man on child support? Whatever the fuck that child support is goes towards all of that, dummy. It goes towards all of that. And if he don't want to give another red cent after he's paying that child support, that's his right. Are you fucking retarded? What the fuck are you talking about? It's bitches like her that is tainting you women. This male-centered hatred that they have for men. We don't hate women. We hate some women's ways. We hate some women's mindsets. We hate some women. Now, I didn't say all. We hate some. See, that's the difference. When bitches like her talk, she's talking about all. So, bitch, shut the fuck up. That's why her platform is not that popular. That's why her platform ain't rocking the way it should rock. Because, some of us just want to get media creds and shit like that, and that's fine. But if you're a piece of shit, you're just a piece of shit. And she's a piece of shit. The shit that this woman is spitting is bullshit.
These men are
These same women that don't cook for the kids. These same women that get whipped. Child can be fucking 8 months old. These chicks talk about the child gotta eat. Child getting free formula through WIC, through a program in your city and state. Y'all believe anything, but I know what be going on.
So unaware. They're just underdeveloped. This is why I say, why won't these men wear condoms? They have no business having children.
Bitch, they control the narrative to pregnancy.
Fuck you, bitch. Talking about why men don't wear condoms. Why are these women allowing these men to go in them raw? You know, it's an ongoing thing. And it's a common thing. Men give relationships. Men give access to marriage and relationships. Women give access to their body. The fuck are you talking about? You bum witch looking ass bitch. It's bitches like her. See, this is why it's kind of a hindrance to be on social media, because it's so vast and it's so open that everybody can just get on and just say what they want to say, not from a learned perspective, but from a personal dilemma. I don't know what this lady has dealt with in her life up until her ripe age of 55, because this is a 55-year-old woman sitting in the car. And that's what she always does with her videos. She's always in her car, you know, doing this bullshit content. You know, always dressing a certain kind of way because she feels that, you know, she hates men, but what she really wants is men attention. Unless she's a dyke. Unless she's part of the Rainbow Coalition. And this is what she's doing for the ladies. Because she says she's celibate. She ain't giving it up. She ain't giving it up for Bam Bam, y'all. It ain't happening. Don't ask her, because she ain't giving it. But the fuck, man. She's showing you she really hates men.
Why won't women keep their legs closed? Why won't women take after morning pills? Your body, your choice. Why don't you just go to the clinic if it's that deep? Y'all control the narratives, because y'all know if y'all want to get rid of a baby, and y'all know who y'all don't want to get rid of babies by, depending on the man. Miss me with the bush.
They are not ready. They are not accountable. They are not responsible. But yet they always want to be out here sticking their eggplants raw inside of a woman. And then when the woman ends up pregnant, now he got all these problems, issues, concerns.
Was that his issue? She took it. All right, anyway, let's go.
And complaining. You do know that you could have avoided all of this by wrapping your penis up? Now you out here on social media complaining about, I shouldn't have to pay all her bills.
First off, sea hag, sea urchin, Stoneface, Stonehenge face. He never said in the beginning of that video that he wasn't going to take care of his child. He just said, I'm not about to pay your bills just because I have a child with your punk ass. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to be honest. Since all of you ladies want to be independent and, you know, a lot of y'all had stories about, you know, I'd rather have a baby before I get married. This is what you deal with. This is what you have. And this is the lifestyle that you live. Since you didn't care about marriage before carriage, this is what you live. Because all y'all thought about is that, yeah, however many men I have babies with, I can get child support, government, more government assistance. So you're a lazy bum bitch. You're not a wife. But yet and still, y'all go on Kendra, you go on Ashley, you go on all these other little sites after Union got ran through and want to find happiness. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I'm not even gonna go further with this. I'm not even about to do it because it's only gonna piss me off. If you want to go and see the rest of that video, go over to Men Against Bitter Women, MABW, and check out that video in its entirety. I didn't put it in the description, so I'm sorry. I'm pimping. I'm broke. But I do appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. I do appreciate anybody that subscribed. If you are a new subscriber, please put it in the comment section that you subscribe. I know I normally do my shows on Fridays, but sometimes this I know I'm not about to do it because my baby, my youngest baby is about to turn this weekend, so we're celebrating her birthday. So be back on to Tuesday. So with that being said, I really appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend that you are a part of the Black Bottom Broadcast, where we bring the real, have grown folks conversations, and have fun doing it. Until next time, I want you to always live as long as you want and never want. I messed that up. I want you to live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. And with that being said, go ahead,